Hello everyone. James here, JG, Jim, Little Jimmy, however you all know me. It's Monday, early evening here in Rhode Island. This is the start of week 5 here back east. And I just thought I would come on here and share my exhaustion with you all, my gratitude with you all. And it's been a whirlwind 4 weeks already. And a lot of emotional ups and downs. I don't even want to say downs, a lot of emotional uh, pulls in different directions with experiences, with reconnecting, with nostalgia, with family, with friends, with the book, with talking about the book, with book signings, all of that. It's been uh, it's been a ride, and I'm super blessed to have your support. So, as many of you know, tomorrow night is my kind of final event of this East Coast mini tour, if you will. So, tomorrow night being Tuesday, November 29th, I will be at the North Kingstown High School Auditorium at 7 p.m. It's going to be an evening with James Gardiner, and the premise is I'm going to be joined by radio personality Bruce Newbury from WADK, and he's going to steer some conversations into my award-winning memoir, All In With Love, into the making of the book, the writing of the book, the different chapters and arenas in the book. This is going to be a deep dive for about 75 minutes into everything inside the book. A lot about Rhode Island, of course, growing up here in Wickford, the time at NK High. All of that is going to be discussed in a kind of a storytelling component, and also a dive into the mindset behind putting this all together, because it's been quite a journey, as you can imagine, with bearing one's soul for the world to witness, good, bad, and ugly, and some of the lessons that I've learned and that the book imparts, hopefully, to you. And that's what I want to share tomorrow night. Is you know open up a discussion, and it's going to be a fun evening, a nostalgic one for sure, thought provoking. It's going to be emotional, and I trust that it's going to inspire each and every one of you in your own individual way. And that's the beauty of this book so far that I've been privileged to hear, is that there are a lot of anchor points in All In With Love that brings people in and anchors them, so that they take the journey and they come out the other side in self-reflection, and inspired to either live a better life, to ask deeper questions, to take more risks in their life, to bring more play into their life, and that's truly humbling to hear as an author. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And yes, this is it. This is the last week. So for a lot of you out there that we've been in contact, thank you again for your support. I am here till Friday morning, most likely, possibly Saturday, just booking some flights. I hope tomorrow, there's a few people out here. I have a small list of people that have not received their books yet here in Rhode Island. I would love for you to come to this event tomorrow. It's a free event. Share this story, get your book signed from me, and just get a hug, because for a lot of you that are supported this campaign way back in February and March, and your name is forever in the back of the book. Thank you, and I want to give my gratitude to you in person. So I would love for you to show up. And if not, of course, I will be around this week if we can. If not, the book is going in mail Wednesday, Thursday morning. So I have books left here. I'm bringing books tomorrow night as well, and I only have a small number. I only have a quarter of the books that I came here with. So that's pretty exciting, and I hope tomorrow night to be able to diminish that supply and not have to bring any books back on the plane with me back to Vancouver this weekend. So stay tuned on that. We'll see. But yes, it's been a ride, gang. And, I just wanted to share too. I went into high school today, but I went, I went in during school hours. Well, first off, I couldn't get into school hours because it was a flipping lockdown, basically. It's like Fort Knox trying to get into the high school. And it just made me reflect on how much things have changed. And then I was brought that thought concept was brought further by a post today in one of the North Kingstown, I think it was a high school groups or whatever, posted an old picture from about 85, 86 of the high school back in the campus days. And, it was freewheeling and, we sure we got into mischief and sure some people cut classes and sure we went down to Wickford for lunch and I'm sure some people were smoking doobies off outside of the school grounds, but there wasn't as much fear prevalent as there is today. It's a shame. It's a shame, man. And I even joked to the admin people when they finally let me in, when I had to buzz in and basically name my firstborn and do a fingerprint scan to get in. They were all graduated around the same time frame, so they get it. And it's just interesting dynamic how things have changed. And now, coming back, I think 35 years after I graduated to now speak at the new high school, but speak at the high school is kind of a surreal thing. So, full disclosure, it's kind of stressing me out a little bit about tomorrow, but I mean, I can do this shit in my sleep. That's not a problem in terms of getting on and speaking and sharing insights and so forth. But just the fact of going back there and I think that emotional pull of being back on the same hallowed grounds as high school that I talk about in the book and being in front of a lot of people that I've had relationships with is going to be an interesting night. In the theater world and the acting world, we always talked about it's a lot easier to play to a house of strangers than to play to a house of family members or friends. And it's the same, I think, for me. It's a lot easier for me to go into a business organization and give a keynote address to people that I don't know. But tomorrow I'm like, okay, people I haven't seen and connected with or people that will stir up old memories. And I'm very emotionally accessible that way. I'm like an empathic, emotional little volcano sometimes. Sometimes all it takes is an event like this, or, even at the Oak Hill Tavern 4 weeks ago when I first arrived at my first book signing, just seeing some people that I hadn't seen in years really was an emotional kind of thud in my soul in a good way, but it was just something I didn't expect. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. The one thing that I know is that I am, I'm called to speak about the book, and I'm called to speak about my journey to others, just like you guys. And some of you by now have already read the book. Some of you are in the book. Some of you have started the journey. And thank you for your words of encouragement on this too. I take, I take it to heart, and I appreciate all of you for everything. I do. And hopefully tomorrow, some of you will be able to make it tomorrow and show some support and just be there for me. Plus, full disclosure, it's a big auditorium. It's the only thing I could get. It'd be a shame to have 10 people in a 600-seat auditorium. Be like, holy fuck. But hey, it is what it is, right? I know you have been sharing this out there. You've been telling friends. The North Kingstown school system was kind enough to put a whole thing in their newsletter to staff, faculty, alumni, family. That went out all over the town. amazing. Store owners in Wickford have flyers up. They've been sharing posts on Instagram. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can do is show up. I even went downtown and passed out flyers to all the Wickford residents, inviting all the downtown Wickfordites to come and take the journey with us tomorrow evening. So just a reminder, gang, this is it. Final one, final live about the book tour here for a bit. And I'm going to shut it down for the holidays to a degree and so to reflect. But tomorrow evening, I will be at the high school, 7 o'clock at the high school. You can enter in either through door A1 or down and around the back, that long hallway. You can come in, head into the auditorium. 7 o'clock, we'll start, come in early. Bruce Newbury will be opening the event. This guy is awesome. He's the food dude. He's quite the radio personality. He's got a great dynamic. He's going to kind of do his little shtick. He's going to invite me on stage. We're going to sit down and we're going to take a journey into the book. So I know a lot of you have caught me on social here and there. If you haven't read the book, this is your chance to really get a great insight into the overarching story of the book and behind the book and all of that. So 7 p.m. tomorrow, it will go about 75, 80 minutes. There's going to be an audience Q&A. Bruce will be out there with a microphone if anyone has any questions at all to ask. This is the time. Appreciate that. And then there'll just be kind of a meet and greet until 9 o'clock. For those that can stay, anybody wants their book signed, everyone wants to pick up a book, this is your chance. So thanks again, gang. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be around all week. I hope to see most of you tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. All right. Much love as always from myself, from little Jimmy. You guys rock, and let's keep the dream going. Let's keep the dream alive. All right. Bye for now.